It is Wednesday night, and it's time for Super Geeked Up!
Woo!
Yeah! What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining us. This is your weekly geeky pop culture show. I'm joined once again. Our new co-host, their second episode, is Lisa Bersati.
Hello! How are you out there tonight, you beautiful, beautiful people? So happy to see you.
All right, super weird intro. Okay, anyway. But very complimentary.
Do it.
Very complimentary. I like it. His second time on the show, we are very pleased to welcome from Thank You for Questing and Fictional Fairs. It is Omar Najam.
Hello. How's it going, everyone?
Good. Thanks for coming back, man.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And actually, Omar was just on a couple panels with me, a couple RPG, D&D panels at San Diego Comic-Con. That was a blast.
That was a lot of fun. I
was just waiting. He was like, nope,
time.
I'm just staying silent. And
Au contraire. No, those were great. And, everyone who showed up and asked questions, it was just the best crowd for both panels. I was completely blown away. Everyone was just so excited, and anytime I looked out, it was just a sea of smiling, nerdy faces, which is what Comic-Con should be. So
absolutely. I agree, man.
Smiling, nerdy faces. It's like the title of like your memoir, right?
Oh, man, I might steal that if you don't use it. And actually, Omar was very kind. He came to our Super Geeked Up show at Comic-Con, and he gave us like the best quote we've ever gotten. Something about like that was the best panel I've ever been to at any Comic-Con. Right? Mm-hmm. Something like that, yeah.
100% true. That was so great.
So we have a whole bunch of people already on YouTube and Twitch where we're streaming simultaneously. I see some new people here, actually. We got Punk Pencils. I like that name on YouTube. Says, hey, hello. Julia Sutter says hello. Thank you for watching, everybody. Mark's Decrodius Blair. Blair says, yay, Mike. Lisa's got a new mic, folks. Yes, that's what he's talking about.
I do. Do I sound better? Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if it's better.
All right. Yes, do that. All right. So thank you very much for joining us, folks. If you've never seen our show before, we do a mix of zany, geeky chat, and we probably got the most preposterous question we've ever asked later on today. Well, maybe the most important question, depending on how you look at it. And we also have some awesome improv games. We like to do geeky improv comedy games. So we're going to do superhero sound effects, one of our favorites. And we're going to do RPG marriage counseling. Yeah, stay tuned for that. All right. In the chat, by the way. Oh, I know. Yes, Zach Resendiz is Punk Pencils. Zach is going to do the drawing of you and me, Lisa. That's who that is. Thank you, Zach.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Angela says much better mic this week. There you go. Jean-Paul Estes. He watches DC Action Hour. He's been on that with us. He's in the chat. Great. And Marks had said, I would give you a thumbs up, but I can't hear you. I kid. Yeah, sorry, don't make Lisa cry. She was already crying about her like video freezing before the show.
I'm very emotional, I invested. I'm trying to be a good host.
Listeners Mate on YouTube says, I don't see Lisa Bersati's new mic, but I see Princess Leia buns. Well, those are actually her headphones, but yeah, they like that.
They are. But they do look kind of bun-like.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
This lovely silver color. Thank you, darling.
All right. So we always like to kick things off, folks, with our Geek Tweet of the Week question. Some of you already have responded to us on Twitter or Facebook, but please also respond in either of the chats right now. We would love to hear your answers. This week's question is, what tabletop or video game RPG character would you want to date? Let's start with our guest, Omar. What's your answer?
My answer, I can only speak from experience, and my answer is going to be Karen from Harvest Moon. Just because I've already answered the question since Harvest Moon 64 came out.
All right, I've never played that, but
man, you go through a lot with Karen, let me just say. And I don't know if I ever pursued relationships with anyone else in Harvest Moon. I think it was just Karen from the get-go, because she was not impressed unless you brought her like raspberries like all the time, and the raspberries disappeared in the winter. So I was like, I'm gonna store a whole bunch. I'll get 2 a day, and I was smart. And then I found out that like her dad was like a mean guy, and like we had memories together at our winery. It was nuts. We went on journeys together, and then we had a kid.
Oh my God. Wow.
Aw,
That was like, I just felt like I went through a whole whirlwind of a story just in those 30 seconds.
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
In the live chat, Necrodius has joined us. Also, Carrie Johnson says, listening while driving, so I can't join the chat. Just wanted you to know I am listening. Thank you, sir. Yes, please,
That's awesome.
please don't type and drive. That's very good. It's very
Yeah,
smart.
be safe. Be safe.
Blair says, oh, yeah, this is a good choice. I hear you, Blair. Morrigan from Dragon Age, the first Dragon Age.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm still going Liliana all the way, though, over Morrigan in that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
The accent. Though Claudia Black did play Morrigan, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Her voice is so
It's
good.
really good. It's so good. All right. Let's share. Hey, let's go to our preview, our ones for earlier, like the last couple of days. Let's start off with Twitter here. Lisa, you and I will share some of these.
Yeah.
Craig Allen Poole on Twitter says, if Assassin's Creed counts as RPG, then Evie Fry from Syndicate. Otherwise, Lulu from Final Fantasy X and X-2. Alex Martin at 2 a.m. Bachelor says, Liara Tassani. Yes, yes, yes. I added the yeses. And Stila Shan. BioWare does characters well. Yes, they do, man. My favorite company.
Preach. Yes.
Yeah, and that's a little KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic reference there, so that's
Right.
awesome. At Best Practitioner says anyone who uses Magic Missile, so that's pretty open. It's great spell, though.
Not at all particular.
Yeah. What else did folks say on Twitter, Lisa?
Let's see. Jay Steinbrecher said, if the winning dream date isn't Garrus Vicarian, we riot. Yes, we do, Jay. Yes, we do. You're on the right team, baby. You're doing amazing. Thank you.
Is that your answer, by the way?
Of course, that's my answer, and I'm
Show your
wearing...
shirt. Show your shirt.
I can't... Okay, wait.
Stand up.
Yeah. I do the Garrus dance. He like does this kind of like funny dance.
Yes. Yeah, all the dancing in that game is great.
Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, and then it's funny because they make fun of Shepard dancing. Like Garrus dances like I don't even know what that move is.
That's why Shepard and Garrus are such a great match.
Yeah,
They have terrible
they're-
dancing together.
Yes, they're disaster dancers. That's what they are. And then Francis, aka the other guy, said, since Garrus was already taken, yes, he is taken, Francis, I'll have to choose Jaina Proudmoore from World of Warcraft. She's got that magic touch. Or Femshep from Mass Effect, mostly because she'll whisper sweet nothings like, I'm Commander Shepard, and Francis is my favorite boyfriend on the Citadel.
That was nice. That was a good Commander Shepard. It was a little more sultry than I remember Commander Shepard.
She's telling Francis he's the best boyfriend on the Citadel, the favorite, right? So anyway, you're welcome, Francis.
After he had said that on Twitter, I wrote back that I want him to do a command because if you haven't, Francis has this awesome, deep, like amazing radio podcast voice.
Oh, good.
He actually introduced us at San Diego for Super Geeked Up. And then, by the way, he just said in Twitch, he says, "Holy moly, I melted at your rendition of that."
Oh, yay! We aim to please at Super Geeked Up.
And I asked Francis to do a male Shepard voice saying that Lisa and Jeff are the super geekiest hosts on the Citadel or something like that.
Oh my god. I love it.
And then Necrodius in the chat says, I was going to say Final Fantasy X, Yuna and Lulu. Okay, great.
Yep, there you go.
On Facebook, what did people say, Lisa?
Oh, yeah. So we got some on Facebook, too. Carlos Ramirez says number 6 from Battlestar Galactica.
Ooh.
And our friend Anthony Davis, were there any Orion slave girls in any of the Star Trek video games?
That's his answer to every question we ask.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to see if it's going to be the answer to the later question today.
Oh, God, the mental image.
Yeah, you have to wait, folks, to know what that's going to be. Or if you've been watching our Twitters, you already know what it is.
Green hands.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Oh God, I'm having like
You're
having
welcome.
like an Ace Ventura
You're
burning
welcome.
episode, and I can't.
Also on Facebook, Maria Duran says, "Am I dating myself if I say Professor Plum? Professor Plum." Professor Plum on Clue is what I'm trying to say.
That's a good answer.
It's a great answer. I always play Professor Plum. He's really smart. He's a professor.
But he's kind of foxy to Maria's
Yeah, he's
point.
got the tweed like jacket, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
a little fox. He's a fox, man. Yeah, straight up. Respect Maria.
Yeah, it's a great answer, Maria. almost as good as Professor Klum.
Professor Clum, new phone. Who dis? Professor Clum.
On Twitch, Blair says Clue is a phenomenal movie. I love the movie Clue, man. It's so much fun. It's great. I love the game too. So, Tammy Anderson on YouTube says, "Ooh, Professor Plum is hot." See, everybody agrees with us. Professor
We gotta
Plum's
start
the
getting
man.
the Plum merch out there. We want it.
A plum
We
what?
just gotta make it. Just
The merch.
Professor Plum merch.
Yes.
You like one of those like body pillow covers? You too can spend the night with Professor Plum.
Oh my
all
God.
curled up.
That'd be amazing. Or we should wear like Professor Plum shirts, you and Lisa, all of us, next to New York Comic Con.
It was Professor
Oh.
Plum cuddling on the couch.
Yes.
Love it. So my choice for, and if you just joined us, folks, we're talking what RPG characters, tabletop or video game, we would like to date. There's so many choices. I almost went with Liara, like Alex did from Mass Effect, but I'm actually going to go from Final Fantasy VII, which is one of my all-time favorite games. I'm going to go Tifa Lockhart for people who are familiar with that game.
Ooh.
Yeah. Tifa
Nice.
rocks. She's super awesome, and then she wants to be with Cloud, but Cloud doesn't like her, so she can be with me instead. Yep. All right.
There you go.
Let's see
deal.
what else we got in the chat. Tammy Anderson on YouTube says, "I watch anything with Tim Curry's voice." Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Julia Sutter said, "I mean, I buy it." I think meaning the Professor Plum like pillow thing.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm writing this down.
Great.
Yep, we're gonna
Yes. Watch for that on the Super Geeked Up site soon. It's our new
do it.
merchandise.
Patreon merch. Patreon
Oh,
merch.
Yeah, that's good
There
idea.
you go.
Give us
There
good
you go.
ideas. Speaking of Patreon, folks, here you go. Here's where you can donate. Patreon.com/supergeekedup.
Let us know who else you want to see on the
Yeah.
pillow covers.
Let us know who you want on pillow covers. Or what other nonsense you would want.
Right, that's right. I love
AK,
it.
the other guy says Tifa because of those massive fists. Yeah, she had these like super huge like gloves, and she was an awesome martial artist actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was kick ass, man.
That's great. So you should stand in front of her and say, "Please, honey, please punch me in the face." You'd thank her afterwards, that kind of thing. Just saying, you know. I don't know. You made it sound like it was oh yeah, she's got these really huge fists. Oh, okay.
I didn't say it like it was a sexual thing.
But it might have been.
It could have been.
That's just my
No,
point.
well, first off, I'm not surprised your mind went there. We've had discussions off stream. Yes. All right. Tammy says Orion Slave Girls would be a painful response to question 2. Yep, but let's find out what that is later in the show. You have to stick around. All right.
I hurt already.
You don't have to poop them. Oh, damn it. I gave it away. Shit. Forget I said that. Just pretend I didn't say that, folks.
Spoiler
right.
alert.
Yeah. Damn it. All right, let's go to our first improv game. And then we
Please,
will talk
God,
about
take us
that.
there.
We will talk about that later question. And we're going to have our marriage counseling game later. We're going to talk to Omar about what the cool stuff he's up to. And he can tell you
Right.
where to check it out. But this is called Superhero Sound Effects. It's one of my personal favorites. So first off, let me kick this off because we need your help in the chat, folks, either YouTube or Twitch. We need names for ridiculous sounding superheroes. Okay, so not real ones. Just make up the kookiest, craziest sounding superheroes you can think of. Omar and I will play 2 of those heroes. And we're going to also get a scene suggestion from you guys after we get the hero names. So please start putting those in the chat. And then as we go through the scene, Lisa will provide all the sound effects for, which I think is the first time you're getting to do this, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm so pumped.
Yeah. So she's going to provide all the sound effects that happen in the scene that Omar and I are doing. Can't wait. I can't wait to hear the sound effects.
Been saving up some good ones for you, boys.
Oh, I bet. How do you save up sound effects?
I think them in my brain and file them away into
Okay.
the to use sound effect
File.
for
Or the sys folder.
clearly. Yeah. You know.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
So
You
far
asked.
in the chat on YouTube, Lister's Mate says 7-Eleven stock boy. That's quite a hero.
Ooh, that's good.
Hey.
Blair says on Twitch, wants to be Gryffindor, but is a Slytherin guy. These are very interesting names.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then Blair says, lawyered, which
Ooh.
I don't know. Lisa is a lawyer in real life, so.
Like, why? Oh my gosh. We've got some YouTube comments too, Jeff.
Yes.
Julia Sutter says Captain Flabberblaster. That sounds really interesting.
Is flabber like, I'm trying to think, is that like a talking thing or like your gut is flabby? Like, what do you think?
I feel like it is enjoyably vague. Like we could
Okay.
take it in
Any way
several
we want?
directions. Yeah, we could take it anywhere we want. And Angela says, highlighter. Are his powers makeup, marker, drug? Who knows?
Ooh.
Listeners May says, slightly off-key bluegrass singer.
Oh,
Blair
great.
said to ignore his last comment. Blair, I just ignore all of the stuff you say. It's fine. Kidding. So they're coming too fast here. I can't get them all. You want to share some of the other ones on
Good ones
YouTube
now.
there?
Yeah. So we've got Tammy Anderson gave us Purple Painter.
From like the
Okay.
Professor Plum, maybe? I don't know. He's purple.
Yeah, I don't know. There you go. And then let's see. Mark's Pile, Fast Food Eater, Super Eating Powers. Necrotius, General Gum Scraper. Oh.
On Twitch, aka the other guy, Commander Poops a Lot. Which would be the second time if we do this, we would have done some kind of diarrhea pooping character in this game.
Oh.
You did say, Lisa, a couple days ago, like, I think all your sound effects are going to dissolve into poop fart sounds anyway, right? So
People got their minds in the toilet. All right. We got Fluffernutter from John Paul, Punk Pencil, Slap Happy Sally. I like that one. Mark's
Ooh.
Pile, Pooper Powerhouse, Tammy Anderson, Nagging Nana, Induces Guilt and Shame Superpower. I'm sort of partial to that.
I feel like we all have a nagging Nana somewhere.
Carrie says, Agent Onomatopoeia. Is that where the word sound? What is that again?
Yeah, where the word sounds like it's spelled like it sounds.
Oh, something like it
Womp.
sounds. Yes.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Listeners Mate says, Professor Zip Drive. Tammy, Captain Klutz. John Paul, Redundantly Redundant Man. Count Frying Pan from Necrotius. Okay, oh my God, there's so many here. This is great, guys. This is like the most we've ever had, I think.
On fire tonight. I love it.
I'm trying to scroll through these to see anything that jumped out of you, though, Omar, out of all those amazing suggestions.
Man, there's so many good ones. I like the highlighter.
Highlighter? All right. Okay, I think I kind of like Captain Flabberblaster just because I don't really do almost anything with it.
Like, what is it? Nobody even knows.
Yes. So thank you, Julia and Angela, that we're using your choices. Captain Flabberblaster and Highlighter. That's exclamation point at the end of your name, by the way, just so you know.
Highlighter.
Now, folks, we need what crisis can Captain Flabberblaster and Highlighter have to solve? Again, some preposterous, ridiculous crisis, please. As we're waiting for that, some other choices that just came in were Southern Hillbilly, who constantly says y'all, from Lister's Mate. Necrotius, Deflated Balloon Animal Clown.
Wow, that's talent.
We should be
Unless
saving
it's
these.
just a snake.
That sounds like a band name. It's like some kind
It
of
does.
prog rock meets, I don't know, Marilyn Manson type. I don't know. Something.
My
does.
Morning Jacket death metal. Yeah.
So again, folks, give us what ridiculous crisis can Captain Flabberblaster and Highlighter have to solve? Listener's Mate says there aren't any hot dogs at the 7-Eleven. He really wants the 7-Eleven worked into the scene.
Oh, we should have gotten Stock Boy. That.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we can run into him there. Mark's Pile says attack of the poops from below. All right, Mark's is just running with this poops thing.
I mean, I feel like this show was themed differently at the beginning, and now it's sort of morphing into something less savory, and that's okay, guys.
Yeah,
that
and
okay.
it's all Lisa to thank
your
for that,
show.
folks. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's all my fault.
Tammy says rescue Battle Cat from a very low tree, like Battle Cat from He-Man.
Oh my God.
Blair says on Twitch, the recipe for Reese's Pieces has been stolen. What else do people say,
okay.
Lisa?
Let's
Jean Paul.
see. There's a lot. Yeah, John Paul. Dry cleaner wire hanger shortage.
Ooh.
That's a problem for dry cleaners. Necrotius, Count Frying Pan lost his favorite frying pan. Tammy, seething sewer geysers. That sounds like a serious problem.
Brad Fay just joined us on YouTube. Hey, Brad, not so radioactive. Oh, radioactive man. That was a suggestion for a hero. On Twitch, aka the other guy says, the nation's colleges had all their highlighters stolen, so must get Highlighter and Flabber Blaster to highlight all their notes for them, or they will fail.
That's a real problem.
That's a very detailed plot.
Very real specific problem. Yes. Mark's had Night of the Living Dead cosplayers.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
Who knows what they're going to do there? And Lister's Mate, everyone took all of the world's toilet plungers.
People love.
Kind of like the sewers.
At Comic-Con,
Yeah.
at Comic-Con we had the toilet paper shortage. A lot of toilet stuff going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you put a show on at night, people are working all day, and they just want to engage in some potty talk, and that's cool. We are here for you and these needs that you have. We have them too. It's true.
Yes,
Don't deny it, Jeff.
I'm not denying it at all. That's what we're here for, man. We'll provide the things no other show will give you.
It's what sets us apart.
Yeah.
We go screaming over the edge.
Anyway, I know. What do you guys think? Any things that jumped out at you there? Any plots there? Any crises that you liked?
You guys are acting it out. So you tell me.
I kind of like those highlighters were stolen one, but we had the cat in the low tree. We had the recipe for Reese's Pieces, the hot dogs at the 7-Eleven. We can always combine some of these two.
Yeah, you could.
I say we go hot dogs at 7-Eleven. Personally.
So wait, let me go back there again. It was, there aren't any hot dogs at the 7-Eleven. Okay, sounds good. So, let me cut back down here a little bit. By the way, Brad, because he's still giving us names, you may be slightly behind the live feed. Just refresh your page; it should help you out there. I know sometimes that happens to people; they're like a little bit behind where we're at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you can still have fun. All right, so we have Highlighter, played by Omar, Captain Flabber Blaster, played by me, and the crisis we have to solve is there are no hot dogs at the 7-Eleven. And
you mad me?
And the horror, and Lisa will provide the horror I was trying to say.
I'm like, the horror?
I knew you were going to think that. I would never call you that. And then the horror is going to do the sound effects.
The whore of 7-Eleven shall provide the sounds.
I'm sorry. I was trying to say the horror of that situation.
The horror, yes, the horror of the situation.
Lisa,
And
the lovely
and the horror of the
Lisa.
situation.
The lovely Lisa is going to provide the sound effects.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Ready? I'm already sweating.
I'm like, oh God, my armpits are so sweaty right now.
All right. Ready to go? Oh, by the way, Lisa, sometimes we might work in TV or radio or something. You can provide the voices that might appear on those things as well, of course.
Lovely.
Okay. Here we go. Highlighter. Thank God you're here.
Yes. Oh, well, I came just as soon as I got your message. I can play the message back for you here on my phone.
Yes, please play the message.
Highlighter! Highlighter! Highlighter, are you there? Please pick up!
Yeah, so I heard that, and I came right over. I just guessed where you were, and I came right over.
Yes, as you can see, I was very frantic on that message. Listen, we have a big problem.
But lay down on me.
I can't get the cable TV in our base to work. Can you fix this, please?
Oh, I can easily do that. I've got all my cables organized, and I brought my my emergency cable pack. Let me go ahead and get that set up for you.
Okay, please set it up.
Great. I need to unzip my bag really quickly. Here we go. All right. Let me.
Very noisy bag.
It is a very kind of aluminum to be efficient, so it'll crinkle anytime I pull anything out of it. So just there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Wait, why did a mouse just jump out of there?
That mouse helps organize all my cables.
Oh, it's very handy.
Yeah, very handy. So let me put these cables back in.
Listen, take too long. Quick, just fix it, please. Quick, I can't stand on my cable TV.
I'm plugging the cables in. I'm twisting the S video. Here we go. There
Wow,
we go.
you know
That's
a lot
trick
about this
people
stuff.
don't know. Yeah, you want to twist the S video. No one ever tells you that. There we go. And go ahead and click it on. You should be good.
Okay, great. Oh, good. Here's the news. Maybe the news will tell us something very important.
A local man has reported that there is no hot dogs left at 7-Eleven. Police on the scene have investigated and have no leads. If there are any superheroes near and around the 7-Eleven, please, for the love of God, come help us.
Okay, cool. So I guess I'm good. I'll head back home. I hope you have a good and rest of your
What?
night.
No.
Watching.
What are you doing? We have to go save the hot dog shortage at the 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, let's go.
Also, did you notice that reporter kind of sounds like Commander Shepard from Mass
a little
Effect?
bit. A little bit.
All right, anyway, look, do we have a vehicle here? How can we get there? How can we get to 7-Eleven?
Yeah, I brought two of my vehicles. I brought a vehicle in the back. We can either take my fold-up bicycle, which is a little squeaky, or we can take
Oh, let's do that. Let's do the fold-up bicycle.
Great. All right.
Here we go. Let's unfold
Hop on.
it.
Yeah, here we have to unfold it first. There it is. There's the front bit, the back bit, and the pedal. There we go, and the chain's on. All right, let's
All right,
hop on.
I'll hop on the back. It's a two-seater, right?
Yep, it's got 2 seats.
Awesome. Here we go.
All right, and
Oh, wait, all right, dude. Can we oil this? This is really squeaky. Here, let me
Sure, I got
let me
some
oil
oil.
these wheels.
yeah, I've always got backup oil. Here we go.
Okay, I'm done. That was a
You know,
lot.
it just makes it sound really high-pitched whiny. It still squeaks, but it's just really high-pitched.
Okay, well, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Let's
Pedal,
pedal.
pedal, pedal.
Is that the bike, or is some like woman screaming?
That's the bike.
All right. Here, let's hit the brakes.
All right.
Okay, we're at the 7-Eleven.
Hello, authorities. We're here. I'm Highlighter.
Oh, Highlighter. Thank God you're here. Who's this guy with you?
What? Don't you know I'm Captain Flabberbest? Bluster, I don't know.
Flabber what now, son? What's your special power?
My immense girth and gut can just like bounce villains out of the way.
Oh, well, okay. I don't
Here, let me
really
show
see how
you.
that-
Let me show you. I'm gonna bounce you right now.
Boom.
Wow, that might be a record.
Still
Oh my
bouncing.
God, he's still in the air.
There we go.
Boom, boom.
It's a lot of bounces. It's good.
Yeah,
that was a
that
good
was
one.
quite a few bounces. All right. Gosh. Well, we gotta. All the hot dogs are gone. Let's go inside and investigate where the hot dogs.
Should we go in the store and talk to maybe the 7-Eleven stock boy?
Yeah, and see when the last time they saw the hot dogs.
Great. Let's go through these automatic doors. All right. Oh, hello, stock boy. We heard you're out of hot dogs.
Hey guys. Yeah, it all happened so fast that I didn't really get a good look on him. I just maybe you guys want to look at the security footage. I mean, the tapes are kind of hosed. This place is kind of stuck in the 90s. We use like tapes with the actual like film inside. But maybe you got Highlighter. Maybe you can take a look or something. I heard you're good with like office supplies and stuff.
I can absolutely take a look at them. I would
So
love to
I-
take a look at them.
Zoinks, Highlighter. I think it's Shaggy we're talking to here. Is Scooby-Doo around too?
I'm sorry. No, man. No, he's out doing. Wait, how'd you know I had a dog named Scooby Doo, man? That's freaky. Well, can you guys come look at the tape? Cause man, I'm gonna get fired if this is my fault. Please, Highlighter, guy, Flabber. What was your name?
I don't even remember. Here, listen. Just have this joint. Smoke on this, calm you down, and we'll take a look.
Thanks, man. Oh yeah. flabbergasted. Oh. All right, the VCR is this way. Come through this rickety old door.
Oh,
Careful,
you know,
it slams.
1 second. Let me go back through the rickety door, back out the automatic doors, back to my bike. I'll get some grease for this door. I'll come back to the automatic doors, and I'll help you grease up that door real quick.
Oh man,
I'll be right back.
hurry up.
Okay, got the grease. Back through the automatic doors. Okay, I'm gonna put some grease on. There we go.
Oh, thanks, man. Now let's try it out.
Wow, that's great, highlighter.
Like,
But
when-
listen, that's not helping our hot dog situation.
Oh yeah,
Oh
let's put
man,
it
I'm
in the
freaking
tape.
out. I'm freaking out. Open
Listen.
the VCR.
Open the
Okay,
VCR.
I'm gonna.
Dude,
open
I'm
the-
high, man. I don't know what to do. Highlighter, can you?
I don't think this millennial knows what a VCR even is. Yeah, highlighter, take care of it.
Okay, I'm gonna pop open the tape deck. I'm gonna check the date.
Oh,
on
there's
the-
all that mayonnaise in there. What the hell? Clean that out.
What the heck? Is this your mayonnaise, or was this mayonnaise appeared at a previous time?
You know what, man? I don't even know. I mean, somebody was saying that like they made a BLT and maybe they thought this was a microwave or something or like a toaster oven. But why would you toast a BLT, man? The lettuce goes wilty.
Do you think this could be our enemy, the sandwicher?
Dude.
Oh, no,
food
not the sandwicher.
sabotage.
It must be him.
Okay.
Wait, I think I hear somebody eating something like in the back alley. Do you hear that? That sounds like very
Yeah.
evil eating.
That sounds like funny, like laughing eating. That sounds like laughing eating.
Let's rush out there. Ah, it is the sandwicher. Oh my God, he's choking. Do you know the Heimlich?
I do. But before we do it, sandwicher, I want you to turn back all those hot dogs or we won't do the Heimlich.
Okay.
We need a nod.
I think you're saying yes.
Okay, good.
Actually, wait, let me do this.
Heimlich.
I'm going to use my
Okay.
huge stomach and smash it into his gut, and it'll probably force all the hot dogs out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, watch out. They're flying everywhere. Oh my God, they're still coming. Jeez.
It's like the Matrix, dude. Doc.
All right. Well, I guess we found all the hot dogs.
Sandwicher, I have one question. Why?
Because they were just so good and I was just so hungry and that cashier was so high.
Did
Well-
you pay for them?
Did I pay for them? No, I'm the sandwicher. I'm a villain, you fool. What do you think I'm made out of money?
You should pay for them.
All right, let me look in here. Oh, here, look, I've got some quarters. Handful of quarters.
Oh, great. We can go to the arcade.
There. Great.
All right,
Another
well-
job well done.
Yeah, all right. Well, problem solved. Let's go. See you later.
Enjoy yourselves, you jerks. You haven't heard the last of me.
Wow, why does he always have to be so mean at the end?
I know. That jerk thing was totally uncalled for.
We were being really nice about it, too. I don't
We
know.
literally saved his life.
Yeah. What the hell?
Literally saved his life.
Guy's such an asshole.
All right.
Well, the mouse says, let's go. So here we go. All right, end scene.
Oh god. Oh god.
Well done, everyone.
Wow, that was Very stressful, but also very fun.
In the chat on Twitch, aka the other guy says, I'm a fan of the one-person sound effect business. So there you go, Lisa. That's the first time we usually have two people doing the sound effects. So props to Lisa there.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yes. Yeah, Omar. I loved your whole series of events you made her do. It was like so ridiculous. Like, let me go.
I loved it. It was great. I love like having to think like, okay, we're going here. Now we're going there. Now we're going to the bike. Now we're going back through the door. I know. I'm very with my hands. So I'm sorry if that took away from the audio for anybody, but it's kind of how I think.
I'm just looking at some of the stuff that happened in the chat while we were doing that ridiculous scene. Claudia says, sounds right. 7-Eleven putting up already eaten hot dogs.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Tammy says, Munchie Dude likes to hang out with Shaggy. Yeah, I couldn't resist. And then let's see here. All right, I don't know what else. Necrody says, a rickety door made of cats. I kind of I was thinking that too.
Cat door.
Cat door.
Mark's Pile says, I would have gotten away with those hot dogs if it wasn't for those pesky kids. Nice.
Best comment ever.
Those meddling kids. All right. Cool. There we go. That's superhero sound effects, folks. Hope you enjoyed that.
I really hope you did. That was my first time doing the sounds. So
yeah, great job.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. I tried real hard.
They were great sounds.
Did. Yeah, actually they're almost too good. Like I didn't. Usually they're bad, so I can play off more off of the super sounds. But like, wow, Lisa's actually really good at this.
Stop it! Stop it! Thank you, though.
All right, so let's. We got some more stuff coming up. We're gonna do another geek tweet, a Lisa special one. We have RPG marriage counseling, but now we're gonna talk to Omar and see what he's up to. So Omar, why don't you start by telling people about Thank You for Questing?
Yes, so Thank You for Questing is an RPG podcast where we are not going off of any book or material. Instead, we're making it up as we go. I am the GM, and then Kelly and Chris, who I believe will be popping on the show in the near future, are on it, as well as Mia Rosella. And we get together and record. Each episode is about 30 minutes. And it comes out weekly in a podcast form. And they just today popped into a brand new land called the Savannah Lands to find out some information about the overall mystery. But again, it's totally made up. So it can change at any point. So I don't put any investment into trying to do it. It's like it's justified in the moment. So it's a ton of fun. And we don't have a lot of super math-based mechanics. Like the last month they had to do like a battle of the bands, and they literally had to just come up with songs and like go up against like other bands that I was like playing as the GM.
That's awesome. We did that on one of our streams actually, battle of the bands. That's hilarious.
Oh no, yeah. It's
awesome.
It's just
I love it.
It's so nuts. And the main dice mechanic is at any point, if they disagree with something I'm doing, they can roll a d20 against me, the GM, to change anything. So if they're just like, actually, there's not a waterfall, we roll against each other, and if they get a higher roll, then there's not a waterfall. So
do they get to decide what there is instead, or no, or there's just not a waterfall?
Then it's up to them. They get to decide what's going on. So if I write some big epic adventure, I remember one time Chris, they had to go like break a whale out of a prison when they were in this place called Bridgeport, because it was just San Francisco. So they had to break a whale out of Alcatraz. And then Chris was like, let me just roll to say that we've already done it. So that's the kind of show it is. Kelly plays a flamingo called Parsnip. Mia plays an elf called Twinkle, like a Christmas elf. And Chris plays a Prillic, which is a frog sphinx that he made up.
Fantastic.
And it can do anything. It can transform, it can fly, it's whatever he wants. It's super OP, but luckily Chris doesn't realize that. So it's still very much a challenge for them to do things. But it's a ton of fun, and we have our friend Annalise Nelson who has jumped on composing music for it. So the soundtrack for the show is like video game level good. I have no idea how we got her. We're so lucky, but it's a really, really good sounding soundtrack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Folks,
so, yeah.
On your screen right now, you can check that out at zeitheist.com/TYFQ, which is Thank You for Questing. Right?
Yep. And then Matt Scavone was your guest last week, right?
He was. He was one of our guests. He was great.
Matt Scavone plays Father Christmas as a guest last month. And so if you want to even just jump in last month's episodes, you'll get to hear him as Father Christmas. It's one of my favorite Santa Clauses ever. To me, it's like
Love it.
par, if not higher, than Tim Allen's Santa Claus. He does a really good
Oh,
job.
shit.
so.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah, Matt was telling us about it last week. It was great.
It's a ton of fun. That's the show.
Awesome.
That's great.
Anything else you'd like to mention to folks or where they can check you out or anything?
If you didn't see the last episode, I got to hop on here for. I'm also doing something called Fictional Fairs, where James Brent Isaacs and I are in a car together, and we just improvise, completely made up, taxi rides with fictional characters from the public domain. And so each month has a theme. This month we currently got like Americana, or actually no, it's August now. That's really weird. So we have. Last month in July, we had like famous Americana books, but we had like detectives. So Miss Marple was in the back seat and stuff, and we just improvised the episodes. And so we cut between cameras, and it's a ton of fun. So you can check that out, patreon.com/fictionalfairs.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Great. And Omar Najam. Sorry, I always feel like, how do you say your last name? I knew I knew one.
No, you got it right, Najam. Yeah,
Najam,
you got
okay,
it.
good. I always feel like I'm mispronouncing it. That's his name is on Twitter, is where you can follow him on Twitter as well, folks,
Yes.
which I put up on the screen for you there. Here's something I forgot to put up. I spent all this time like putting all these tweets, like copying these tweets from people on screen, and then I forget to do them while we're talking about it. But I'm going to put them out just to show you guys. There you go. There's all your comments that we shared earlier. Sorry, I forgot to share them earlier. Thank you for tweeting in and Facebook commenting and all that stuff. And before we get into our next geeky question, if you want to join our email list, our super geeky email list, you can text the letters SGU to 22828, which is on your screen right now. And guess what? Everybody who does that, you're going to get free stuff. You're going to get some free comics. You'll get my Super Knocked Up comic book. And then Evil Hat Productions will send you some free RPG digital stuff. They're super cool. They're the guys who make the Fate systems and Dresden Files games. And we talked to them about them a lot actually at San Diego Comic-Con. They provided a lot of our prizes there. So all you have to do is text SGU to 22828, and then you get some free stuff. And then we just every so often we'll send you, like an email about what we're up to. Nothing too crazy, and what Comic-Con appearances we're at and all that good stuff.
Can I get free stuff too?
Sure,
Cool.
sure, lady.
Thank you.
All right. In the chat, Lister's Mate says, based on what Omar was saying, that's how I treat most of my moments in my life. I improv everything. Yeah, that would explain the clown nose. He does like to wear clown noses in pictures.
Yes, he does. Yeah. He actually appeared with a very fluffy little chick. And so now he's going to be a chick magnet.
All right.
It was very cute.
Yes, it sounds cute. No, Anthony's the best. He's awesome. Actually, all everybody watching is awesome. We very much appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter or wherever.
Yes, we do. We love you so much.
And if you really love us and you want to give us some money, you want to go to patreon.com/supergeekedup. First off, you can show your love just by watching us. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to give $1 or $5 or whatever, it's always super appreciated. I know Anthony in the chat is one of our supporters, and Francis as well, like the other guy. Thank you guys so much. And actually, I was trying to get this done before the show, but it'll be up very soon. There's going to be some new videos on Patreon very soon. I actually finished editing them last night. I just haven't put them up yet. Lisa and I did some stuff out of San Diego, some new videos. So we're going to be a new welcome video. And also I edited together an outtake reel, which I'm going to do as part of the thank you video. So if anybody is a Patreon supporter or if you support us, you're going to get to see the outtakes from, and Lisa, I joked about this, but actually the outtakes are actually longer than the actual video.
Well, of course, because we were sitting there messing it up time and time again.
Yeah. All right. So there you go, folks. Patreon.com/supergeekedup, or just go to our website. You can get links there as well. That's right. Oh, this is nice. Necrodia says, and don't forget to check out Jeff's show, Super Knocked Up. Thank you for the plug, sir. I greatly appreciate that.
Lovely.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, that's a action comedy about a supervillain who gets pregnant by her superhero nemesis, and they have to raise the baby together. Oh my God, what will happen? Anyway, all that's, if you go to our website, all the links are there, and you can check it all out for free. Victor Snyder just joined us. He says, hello, it's good to see you all again. It's good to see you too, sir. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Victor.
All right, here's the moment we've been teasing all night. This is Lisa's amazing question. Super tweet question number 2. What is this?
I am so glad. Let me just say, I am so glad to be here with all of you, reading the second geek tweet of the night. We started with the theme of, RPGs. And when you're in an RPG, sometimes you might have powers. And so this question for you all is, you have been granted the magical ability to poop anything. What do you poop? And why do you make that choice? Why do you poop it? These are the things that I really want to know about people. And I feel like that says a lot about me as a person. I'm not really sure what, but it's something. So let's talk about it. Omar.
On Twitch, by the way, aka the other guy says gold. I think it's in this question, maybe, is what he's referring to.
Yes!
Victor had said, you did forget to wear pants on one of the interviews. Yeah, I guess we're always forgetting to wear pants when we do our things in comic. I don't know. Lisa's like, wait, what? Really? Did we forget that?
Wait, how do you know that I'm not wearing pants?
Well, you did stand up earlier to show your shirt.
That's right. How do you know I haven't taken them off? With magic. This is RPG night after all.
Oh, you're right. Maybe that's because you have to have the magically poop. You need to get your pants off first.
That's right. I did like a full Bruce Almighty, just like all my clothes, just like my pants, just whoop, comfy time.
So answers already we're getting on Twitch from Blair says Reese's Pieces because they are delicious. They kind of almost look like poop too, some of them, right?
Yeah, not too bad. Not a bad answer.
That's just, yep.
Lister's Mate says on YouTube, hey, sometimes I wish I could just poop. Got some constipation problems, I guess.
Oh, no. Oh, boo-boo, you're blocked up. I'm sorry.
That's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, hey, in that case, when you do poop, it'll be bricks and you can build a house. Flip it on its head, make it a positive. Okay, you're living your best life, honey.
What else are people saying on?
Necrodius said poop wishes like a genie. So every time you poop, you get whatever you want.
Hey,
that'd be amazing.
Oh,
everybody wants to be pooping all the time then.
Yeah, I mean, just a constant stream of wishes. I'm sorry, I hate myself for saying that.
So wait, you're gonna be a constant stream of diarrhea is what you're gonna do.
Well, you didn't have to say it, but that was the reference I was making because I'm a disgusting person.
Yeah, I'm totally going to say it to make sure everybody knows. On Twitch, aka the other guy says, if Skittles had their way, we'd be pooping Skittles all day, every day. Oh, yeah, was that one of their things? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, wait, we're going to get to Omar's answer, right?
So I've given this a lot of thought.
Yeah.
And specifically to make an RPG reference, because I'm an Adventure Zone fan, I am going to say I would choose little gachapon eggs with one-use items. Because it's like a mystery, so there's like a fun element to it. You can share them out. And it's a one-use item. So it could be anything. Anything that would appear in the gachapon egg.
Killed Lisa.
Oh my God.
And if anyone wants to take that mechanic and put it into your RPG games, please feel free.
You're welcome.
After a short rest.
Right, you have to make a short rest before you can poop out another egg.
Or a large meal. I mean,
True. Yep.
Oh, God. Oh my God! I brought this on myself.
Yeah.
That's the whole. I'm listening
to
this.
I like the egg.
I brought this. I love it. I think
the egg is like something would be natural out of there. I feel.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a chicken. Never mind.
I think we got the reference.
Well, you were looking at me like you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
What animals could possibly have eggs?
What make eggs?
What bizarre creature could do such a thing? What mutant creation?
Oh my God, Mark's pile, Poopimon. Pokemon meets poop. It's like little Pokeballs. Like you just, hey, I need a Pokeball, and just do it and catch it.
You throw the Pokeball, and just like shit comes flying out when you release it.
Jesus.
Gary.
Oh, RNG Jesus, we have sinned.
John Paul makes a Legends of Tomorrow reference. If anybody of you guys watch our DC Action Hour show, internalize the power of Bebo and poop Bebo fluff. Bebo is a like stuffed animal in that series that keeps coming up. It's super cute, and he was on one of the bags at Comic-Con actually this year.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
So I guess I went kind of like practical for my answer because,
Yeah.
as you know, Lisa, actually, at Comic-Con I had dice, but I didn't have enough. So I'm always like not having enough dice. So I figured like if I could poop dice, that would be very helpful for me. Like at Comic-Cons and when I go around to do gaming stuff. But I'm thinking like, like, you know, D6 would be pretty easy, but like a D20, I might have to like really strain to get it out.
Ooh, that D10.
Yeah, you know, like although actually a D4 is really sharp and pointy. That's probably maybe the worst.
It's pointy like
Oh, no.
That's actually the worst. D20 actually might not be bad because it's more rounded.
Yeah.
You're right. It's
Yeah.
actually the D4. That's the worst.
Okay.
Blair says, good thing I brought dice. Yes, it is, Blair. So you didn't have to have any of my poop dice.
Pressure is off. Pressure's off, Jeff. Oh, boy.
Mark says, D100. Ouch.
Oh.
Yeah, that would take like a good hour at least, I think.
Yeah. You might need a little help on that one, actually.
A little help.
Yeah. You know,
How are you going to help?
it's just there's things that you can do to
right,
kind
yeah,
of
never mind, I
help
get
these
it
things
now.
along.
Well, thank you. That's wow. You're such a nice co-host. You're willing to do that. All right, never mind. Get out of here. Wow, our relationship just went to a whole new level.
Blink-182 flashbacks.
I'm really happy that you, me, and Omar got to really just live in this moment together.
we have this.
We forever.
It's memorialized forever.
Souls. Yes.
200 years from now, some people will be looking back at this thing called the internet and find this and be like, what? These people lived in depravity.
It just reminds me of Javik from Mass Effect. Like, what is wrong with these primitives? Like,
Jaal?
these primitives.
Yeah.
No, Javik.
Who's
from,
Javik? One of the Jaal's compatriots?
No, Javik was the
Who's Javik?
he was the why can't I think of his God, I can't think of the alien. The aliens that Liara studied.
Oh, all right.
He was a Prothean. He was in
Prothean, yes.
He was in the expansion, and he's very contemptuous of the primitives, which is basically everybody except for Prothean. So you can just imagine him being like, these primitives were disgusting. Like all they talked about was bodily functions.
On YouTube, Tammy says, poop coach like birthing coach, Lisa?
Yes. Breathe.
Like,
Breathe.
push.
Push.
A big one now.
You
All
can do
right.
it. You're almost there. You can almost there.
You're like, All right.
You did it! Jeff, you did it! It's 5 D4s all at once! It's quintuplets!
Oh my God. Oh, they're so beautiful.
You're a dice daddy!
Yes. I'm so happy.
God.
I'm going to cry.
That literally made me feel sick in my stomach.
Yeah.
What is wrong? I have brought this show down to a level that I just
It only took her 2 episodes, folks.
Yeah, to put the
Not
show
even
in the
2
literal
full
toilet.
episodes.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
I'm waiting on that Dice Daddy fan art. I'm being totally honest.
Make it happen.
Go ahead, folks. Go for it, folks. It's not going to be worse than the Harley Quinn one. So anyway, on YouTube, Mark says, this poop memory will last forever. Blair on Twitch says, what the actual?
Yeah.
And then Blair says, I am so sorry, Omar. Yes. I warned Omar on Twitter, actually, that he was probably not going to want to come on.
If he had 31, he was warned. Oh, God.
We're going to have such a harder time getting guests now that you're on, Lisa.
I feel like if anything, this has proven that people want to talk about their bodily functions, and who am I to deny them that? I'm just giving the people what they want.
Yeah,
I am an instrument, a mouthpiece of the people.
You're a giver, provider.
I am a provider. That's right. That's right.
Tammy says, yes, Dice Daddy is Jeff's next superhero role. I love it.
I love it. Oh, we got to bring this back. I love it. Yeah, you guys remember that for next time we do something in Jeff's
Yeah, I got my 5 Dice kids. They can help me out in missions.
That's going to be a Steam game. That's absolutely going to be a Steam game.
Dice Daddy?
Dice Daddy.
It's going to be one of those, like, erotic, though, like...
It's going to be, like, you're going to, like, lowest
hell.
price, back. What is this? Like, that's going to be, like, that Steam experience.
Those are Steam games. I like those. That's okay. All right.
Like, don't threaten me with a good time, Omar.
Yeah.
Those are my faves.
All right. So wait a minute. Did we ever get your actual answer? The one who came up with this question?
No.
All right. Do you want to give it to us? I mean the answer, not the poop.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I would poop out fresh New York style pizza all day, every day.
That's amazing.
That's not what I was expecting.
Because you know what? When you're out there questing, you need to eat. And you're eating road food. And road food is disgusting. Like, you don't want to have, like, that hard-ass cheese, some, like, moldy biscuits, some, I don't know, nuts. I don't know. Like,
nuts. Oh, okay.
Dried meat, whatever you're eating out there. But imagine, if you will, in the middle of the forest, and you're like, we are hungry. And I'm like, well, you're in luck, because I got a rumbly in my tumbly, and this is going to happen. And then pizza for everyone.
Some good Brooklyn crust.
Yes.
I love how she turned.
Flavorful.
I love how you turned that into like a 5-minute dissertation. That one-word answer.
Because I think you have to put it into the context.
Yeah, you need a visual. You need a visual. I get it.
Because you have to understand. I'm bringing it back to the RPG experience, and like how amazing it would be for like weeks of eating. Well, hopefully not weeks, but like days of eating road food. You know, assuming you poop every couple days, maybe, and then you're like, you have a pizza.
Couple days.
Everybody would.
You only poop every couple days. Are you backed up?
No, but everybody's schedule is different.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people
true. That's
multiple times a day. Other people go,
a week.
every other, or a week's not good. You shouldn't. It should be.
I
like
know, but sometimes it happens if you're really constipated.
Oh, Necrotius Poopsa. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm really glad somebody did that.
And AK, the other guy on Twitch, says nothing tastier than butt pizza. Pierre says on YouTube, what about Chicago deep dish pizza? I lived in Chicago. I went to grad school there. I love Chicago deep dish pizza. I'm with you, sir.
Yeah.
I also love New York style, though, because I'm from New York.
Yeah, I do, too. I really do. Like, when I'm in Chicago, I want to have Chicago-style pizza. When I'm on the East Coast, I want to have New York-style pizza, for sure. Yeah, so there you go.
Now, would you be able to poop out different toppings based on what people wanted?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming whatever I ate that day would aid in the magic of my bowels in conjuring whatever people wanted to have.
The magic of my bowels.
Every line of the show has been like T-shirt worthy.
Lisa, that's
my member title.
That's a good thing for your bio, since I know you've been working on it. Lisa has magic bowels.
Magic of my bowels. How I saved my.
She discovered this when she was 5 years old.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Entire village fed.
Necrotius on YouTube says, just be careful if you're making jalapeno poopsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't burn it out. Don't burn that out. This is one shitty episode now. Yes, it is, friend. Yes,
yeah, that's what Necrotius also says.
Yeah, you are on fire tonight. I love it.
All right. There you go, folks. What would you poop?
What would you poop? Hey, I'm just telling you right now, at Social Cosplay, tweet me some more. I want to know what you are pooping. I mean, like, in this context, of course. I don't want any, like, weird poop pics. No, I want to know, like, what would you poop and why would you poop it?
Unless
You
it's
can
a
feel
Dice
free to
Daddy
get in touch with
drawing,
me.
then save it to both. Send it to both of us.
Yes, definitely. If it's Dice Daddy art, we definitely want to see that. Okay.
Tammy on YouTube says, she's got big bowels, he's got big bowels. Is this like a song starting, I feel?
I like big bowels. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a pizza in your face. I don't know. I can't.
Pizza in your face. Nothing is more attractive, folks, than when a girl shits out a pizza in your face. That turns me on, man. Sir Mix-a-Lot had it right.
Ooh. Oh, Lordy. I've got the vapors.
The vapors.
I've got the vapors. Amara's like, what the fuck?
I'm just rewriting the entire Baby Got Back music video in my head.
Yes. Also,
Oh shit, we should do that.
With
We should do that. We gotta do that. We gotta do that as another Patreon thing. Yeah. Oh, all right. Blair thinks it's kinky on Twitch. Yep.
Right.
Ooh.
All right, let's do our. We could talk about poop all night long, folks, but I guess we should move on.
Sad as we are to move on from this wonderful topic.
Although on YouTube, Mark's is echoing what I just said. This song should be on the SGU soundtrack. Sounds like a Patreon gift. I agree, Marks. I think we should record it.
I agree. Yep, that's right.
Chris does a lot of song producing. I'm just saying.
Oh, all
We're
right.
having him on soon.
Yeah, and Chris and Kelly are going to be on next week, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Maria Duran, our awesome, amazing friend, says, sorry I'm late. Hola, Maria. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. Hey, Maria, you may actually like that you just missed all the poop talk. That was amazing timing on your part, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, you joined us at a good time. Yeah.
So now we're going to do, now we usually call this game superhero marriage counseling, but to keep trend with the whole questing, thank you for questing thing, we're going to call this RPG marriage counseling today.
That's right. RPG marriage counseling. So Jeff and Omar are going to play some tabletop or video game RPG characters who need marriage counseling. They're in a rough patch. I'm going to be their super counselor. Yeah, let's get it going in the chat. Can you guys give us some characters maybe that they could be? That would be great.
Could be tabletop video game. If you don't know a lot about RPGs, you can do any video game characters you want. It's totally fine.
Anyone you know.
You can throw one character. You can throw a pair of characters if you think it would be funny for them to be married or together.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to be guy girl. It can be guy girl. Any kind of relationship is cool with us.
The wackier the better.
Yeah. So give us some characters there in the chat. We're on a slight delay on the chat always, so we're just wait. Oh boy, Maria just put whew. But then she put 3 poop emojis. Yeah,
the sigh of relief.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. The Crony says Lady Face Slap. Unlike the other game, we need real characters. Well, fictional characters.
Yeah, real RPG fictional characters.
Yeah, Mark has the right idea. What does he say? Lisa?
Yeah. Oh, Mark said, Link and Zelda. Victor said Shepard from Mass Effect and Lara Croft.
Oh my God! My favorite 2 female characters ever.
Well, that's the thing. He did not specify. So is this male Shep or femme Shep?
Well, we can decide. We can decide that.
Yeah.
I suppose. But those are that's amazing, Victor. Those are my favorite characters.
Why don't we let the people decide, Jeff? Why do you want to take the power away from the people?
We will. I was trying to give Omar, our guest, some love too, Lisa. You're like, fuck Omar. Who gives a shit about him?
Omar knew what he was getting into, didn't you, Omar? Oh my God.
He's nodding his head, but he's like, oh my God, I totally did not.
This
is so much worse than last time.
I just love Jeff's like super bitchy, like 210. Like, fine.
It was amazing.
Fine. Don't even care what Omar wants. Gosh. I know. Okay. All right. No, I do care what Omar wants. But Victor suggested male Shep, but you are playing characters.
Very good.
So I assume that you guys want to do Shepard and Lara Croft because I know, Jeff, you love those characters.
Well, not necessarily. Let's if any keep doing the. Oh, Mark says Scorpion and Sub-Zero. It's a little Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
That's very interesting, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. That could be good. I like that one.
Need-
What
Crody
else did Crody
said-
say?
Ganon and Bowser,
Who's
So-
Ganon?
bad guys. Ganon is the bad guy in Legend of Zelda.
Oh, and Bowser, of course, from Mario. Yep.
Yep.
Maria says, poor Omar.
I'm having a great time. Just to clarify.
I
Great.
can tell.
Victor says, okay, wait. He says, I got teased too much when I tried to play the female shepherd. Do you mean in the game? Okay, whoever fucking did that, no way, man. I always played female shepherd. I actually always play female characters when I have a choice in games.
Yeah.
If somebody did, dude, man, forget them. Play whoever
Yeah.
you want. Be proud of it.
That's right. That's right. Fucking preach. Preach it, Jeff. And seriously, furthermore, who teased you? Because we are that's Patreon perk. We're gonna go to their fucking house and fuck it up. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that.
Lisa always threatens violence to anyone who like downvotes us or like does everything.
Yeah, I'm like, I will fucking find
Who
you.
disliked
No,
us?
Yeah, who disliked us? The one person. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna make
yes,
you
actually,
love
Lisa-
us.
Lisa and I, and I'm sure Omar is as well, but Lisa and I are very, very big on being very true to your geeky self. This show is all about whatever your geeky love is.
Right.
You should embrace that, and
That's
we want you
right.
to embrace that, and we love it. And even if we don't like that particular thing, it doesn't matter. We want to hear what you love about it. So whatever you love, you're very safe to say it here. And I feel like I need to say that every so often on the show.
That's
'cause-
such a great reminder. Like if we don't pick the thing that you offered, that's not a reflection on it being, like it's not a reflection on the quality of it or anything. We just love having you participate, and you guys totally make the show, and we're so happy that you're here, like geeking out with us. So I think that's a very timely reminder.
the more you know.
There you go. Oh shit! Victor said my mom is too tough for you. His mom
Uh-oh.
is getting on him. Oh no!
Oh yeah, Lisa and Victor's mom. It's the MMA throwdown.
Wow. Fight of the century. This is.
Super geeked up fight night. Yeah, watch out. Lisa's been showing me her guns, man. You better watch out. Victor's mom. All right. Maria says, be true to yourself. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All
Now that
right.
we were talking about Victor's mom, I just couldn't. Victor's mom has got it going
Oh my God, I was
on.
thinking the same thing.
Who are you?
I was gonna
Get
sing
off
it.
of my
I was gonna sing it, and I was
head.
like, I better not.
Luckily, I'm always here to go screaming over your edges.
Thank
there
you.
you go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Necrodia says,
You're
even if your geeky love is producing piles of precious poopsa, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. If that's your true self.
Yeah.
poop
Listen,
the
if we're
pizza.
talking about pooping things, you can talk about anything you want on our show.
This is a safe place for you and everyone else. All right, so who's going to counseling, guys?
Do you want to do? Were you liking the Sub-Zero Scorpion there, Omar?
Sub-Zero Scorpion. I say let's do Shep and
Shep and Lara
I'm
Croft?
more familiar with Lara Croft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. No,
If you wanna take Shep.
I love that. Oh, sorry. You want to be Lara Croft?
Is that all right?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Oh, I will give up the love of my life for you since you're our guest. Yeah. So, all right. So I'm going to be Commander Shepard. Let's
Unless
see.
you guys want to do Zelda and Link, because that's really funny.
I guess it's like the classic couple, right? I guess one of the classic.
Yeah.
Well,
they
let's-
probably should go to canceling at some point.
No, but let's do. You want to do? Let's do Shepard and Lara Croft. That's great.
Okay,
Um,
great.
I guess so he said male, right? I guess I'll do male Shepherd then.
Okay.
I never play male Shepherd, but I mean the lines are all the same, right? So
Yeah. But you have to kind of say it in a slightly douchey voice. Because Mark
does
Meir,
he? Does Mark?
yeah, Mark Meir has like a slight. He's like a doucher a lot.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but I'll just do something.
Try it for me. I believe in you.
God damn, you're putting a lot of pressure on me. Jesus.
No, it's all good. This is all good fun. Okay, so just tell me when we're ready.
By the way,
Do you want me
Tammy
to call it?
says, "Wow, marriage counseling session. You are willing to give up Lara for him." Oh, is this marriage counseling session over? Yeah, you're right. Wow, we'd be a great couple. I'm willing to give up Lara for
Yeah.
Omar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
huge.
Jeff
That's
and
what I
Omar,
wanted.
we know are
So
good.
much sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's
The
wonderful.
metagame we've won.
Okay.
Carlos Ramirez, our longtime viewer, just joined the chat. Thank you, Carlos, for watching. Appreciate it. All right. So, okay. So wait. So I guess we're starting. We're in the session with you, right, the counselor.
Have you just come in? Just come in, sat down, Gotten yourselves comfortable. We're starting to chat.
And folks, this is Commander Shepard. That's me. And Lara Croft. That's Omar. And Lisa is their counselor.
That's right. That's right. I'm Dr. B. Or Dr. Sadi.
Thanks.
I'm Dr. B.
That's like the chicken thing. I couldn't have figured like the egg thing. I couldn't figure that out. Oh my God. Omar is. Oh no. Somebody's attacking him.
I was getting in character. That was a ship tumbling. That was a ship.
Yes, that's right. You tried to do one of the leaps. The leaps she does to the rocks.
All safe now. Okay. So, hi there.
See, Doctor, this is what I'm talking about. We can't even come into a room without her doing some ridiculous acrobatics and leaping all around.
That was an environment thing I had to deal with. Please continue. I'm sorry about him.
Okay.
I'm sorry about him.
Okay. So, tell me this, guys. What do you see as the biggest problems in your relationship? And let's try not to talk over one another. Let's have one person talk and then reflect, and then the other person will talk. Who would like to start?
Fine, Lady Croft. Why don't you go?
He's always just traveling. He's always just traveling and never wants to travel with me. That's a big issue for me. I travel for work. I have a lot of places I have to be around the world, and he is more interested in being off the planet more often than not. That's very difficult for me.
You travel just as much as me, but you're going after all these ridiculous relics. I'm traveling to save the whole universe.
Okay, so Lara, how does that make you feel when you hear the commander talking about your job using a word like ridiculous?
It makes me feel unappreciated. I'll be completely honest. It makes me feel a little unappreciated because a lot of the relics that I'm saving actually protect the planet from incredible dangers that are going on, right? If I have to defend myself, incredible dangers that are going on. Sometimes there's even time travel involved. But also, who's to say what's a big situation, what's a small situation?
Are there any Geth relics?
Yes.
Wait, really?
I mean, not yet, but there's expansion packs and DLCs that...
No, but this is good. This is good. We have a breakthrough here. Commander Shepard, would your feelings be different if you felt that Lara was working on life and death things?
Sure. Yes, I would. We could go after those together. That would be great. And also, I wouldn't mind it if, maybe she called me Commander in the bedroom sometimes.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So is unmet sexual need, would you say that's one of a problem in your relationship?
He asks me to take off the gloves. That's a big no for me. Those don't ever come off.
I see.
Your gloves?
I see. So
yes.
What's so big about the gloves? It takes me like an hour to take off my whole freaking... See this uniform? It's ridiculous.
All that technology, all that amazing technology that you can fly through space and you can't get your pants off in time. And I mean the British pants. The underwear.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So what's the goal for both of you? Why don't each one of you tell me, what is your goal for these sessions?
Just to understand one another.
Commander Shepard, how about you?
I just want to dance.
He always does this.
Huh.
She never goes dancing with me. She says I'm like a terrible dancer.
I don't like to dance. I like to stand at one place and have the camera spin around me.
Why does it always have to be about you?
It's not always about me, but at the same time, who else is doing it? I come from a very posh family. I believe I was the only child. At the end of the day, this is just how I was raised.
Yes, you're an only child. You don't even know your own background, see? You're so focused on yourself.
Again, DLC expansions, we don't know. It's kept pretty open.
So let me ask you this. Can you guys think about activities that you might be able to do together? I know both of you mentioned travel. What are some other things that you've enjoyed together in the past?
We both like shooting things.
Yeah, we both like shooting things a lot.
We're good at it, too.
Yeah.
She is a good shot.
Really good accuracy. And he's a great shot.
That's That's wonderful. Did you see how organic that was, that compliment? Why don't we build on that? Laura, could you give Commander Shepard one more compliment?
You're very good with strangers when you first meet them.
Wonderful. Did that feel good, saying that to him?
Yes, I guess.
Wonderful. That's great. Now, Commander, could you please give Laura a compliment in return?
You're very good at ordering butlers around that don't talk back to you.
Yeah, I am.
That is wonderful. Now, let me ask you kind of one final question. Where do you see your relationship in 10 years?
On some kind of ship, and I'll say I'm fine if it's a spaceship or a sailboat.
All right.
Commander?
I can go along with that. Yep. On a ship.
That's wonderful. Travels. Delightful.
All right.
Do you want to come with us?
All right. And scene.
Yes, I would. Yes, I put a gun in my hand. I really feel like I would enjoy that.
All right. There we go. There's Commander Shepard and Lara Croft. Let me share some on Twitch.
You guys were adorable, by the way. Oh,
thank you.
My heart loved it, and the accent was just spot on.
Accent's great. On Twitch, aka the other guy says this is weirdly compelling, which is the best compliment. Like I think, God, it's great. Thank you, Francis.
I love you for saying that.
Mark Spile says he's a great shot in bed.
Man, you guys are freaking on fire tonight. I love you guys.
Chris Hadley. Oh, hey, Chris. I'm glad you're in the chat. Says this sounds like a great idea for a web series, Superheroes in Therapy.
Great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Already
Uh-oh.
said
You better watch out. We got web series creators on the show here. You may actually see that.
Fantastic.
Let's see here. So, on Twitch, AK the other guy also had said one of the things I could have said was your chest is remarkably pointy, Lara. I almost went with the boob comment, but I was placing it a little more classy.
Oh, you classy man, you.
There is a hilarious space joke. If you guys haven't seen Space, there's a really, really good Tomb Raider joke in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In Space is the name of the show?
It's the Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Stevens show,
Yeah.
where she thinks that they're arguing with each other, but
Nice.
he's actually just yelling at Lara Croft.
Nice. Canuck Facto on Twitch just joined us. That's our buddy Ryan. Thank you for watching, sir, from Canada. And then Chris says, I think you both are well on the road to recovery. I think so. I think it's all going to work
good
out.
to know.
And
You're a
then he
great doctor.
appended it with another comment. That is, if you don't kill each other in the process. They are both really good shots, so
Yeah.
that is a serious risk in this relationship, I think.
All right. Thank you, Counselor Lisa. Or Dr.
Oh,
B, excuse me.
you are welcome. I am but a vessel. I don't really know what that means.
Yeah, all right. All right. That is RPG Marriage Counseling, folks. That's our last segment for the night.
I hope you liked it.
Yes. Please tell us that, tell us which of these segments you're digging. And also, if you have suggestions for new segments, that's actually something we want to do. We want to come up with some new games this season. Please feel free to suggest them. As you can see from this night's show, there's not pretty much almost anything we will try or talk about. So,
And how?
so before we get out of here, though, huge thanks to Omar. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me. This is so much fun.
Can you,
Thank you so
once again, tell people where they can check out your shows and you online and all that good stuff?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at Omar Najam, on Instagram at Omar Najam Film. You can also check out my show, Thank You for Questing, at Thank You for Questing, anywhere podcasts are available. So check that out. That's where I will be. And thanks for putting up with I was using all natural lighting today, so now
I
it's
just noticed. It's getting darker there.
He's in a cave now. What is this is RPG world.
He's
in a
Lara
cave
Croft.
now.
He went into a tomb.
Yeah.
If you time lapse the show, you will watch the sunset in the back. So yeah, those are all the
Right.
places.
It's much better than actually watching a real sunset. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Going outside? No thanks.
In YouTube chat, Maria says, loved it in terms of the last segment. Thank you, Maria. Great. Love you. Love all you guys.
Yeah.
Victor, I think Victor, maybe this might be a suggestion for a segment. Help wanted ads for superheroes. That could be cool. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Victor.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see here, folks. So, hey, Lisa, where can people check you out besides on this show?
Yeah, you can find me at Social Cosplay with a K instead of a C. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and on Tumblr.
Awesome. Folks, we are supergeekedup.com. That is where you can find all our previous episodes. You can also find all the other shows I'm involved with, including the aforementioned Super Knocked Up series, our DC Action Hour, which I do with Marks Pyle, who is in the chat today. And we do some gaming streams and how to play videos every so often as well. We are at Super Geeked Up on Twitter. And then once again, Patreon is patreon.com/supergeekedup. Always appreciate your support. Like I said, we'll be putting some new videos up there very soon. And remember, if you want some cool prizes, comics, RPG books, you can text SGU to 22828 and sign up for our email list. All right. I think that's everything. But if you haven't yet, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please follow us on Twitch. We're actually just getting back with going Twitch, so if you follow us there, that'd be great. Yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, thank you. You are the best, and you were on fire tonight. I loved it. Gave me so much life.
Absolutely. All right. Necrodius makes a joke on YouTube. So at Social Cosplay with a K instead of a C. Wow, that's a long Twitter name.
It is a long Twitter name. Oh, I just wanted to say one thing about Twitter right here. People were putting Jomar in there, Jeff and Omar. You guys are now a hashtag. You're now a thing.
Shit, they were. I totally missed.
We are shipping it. So anybody who's on Twitter, let's hashtag that up. Let's make it
Jomar,
go.
I love it.
Jomar. I ship it so hard.
That's the first time I've been in a ship name. Oh my God, Omar, you're my first.
Let this ship sail.
That's right. All right, awesome. Cool. All right, thank you so much, everybody. We will, of course, be back next Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, for some more geeky shenanigans. Omar's partners in crime, Chris Bramante and Kelly Nugent, will be our guests. They were our guests at San Diego Comic-Con. So that's going to be a super, super funny show. Definitely tune in for that. And yeah, we will see you soon, everybody. Until then, stay geeky.
Stay geeky.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.